Oh hey internet, what's up? Welcome back. It's Type QQ, and we have a new game. The game in question, of course, is Khimera, Destroy All Girl Monsters. We better get to the title card before I fuck that up. Little intro here. Khimera, Destroy All Monster Girls. Oh, dyslexia strikes again. We're going to start a new save file. Despite the fact to be completely honest, I played a little bit of this and then just deleted my save file just to get the kind of controls and get the sort of gist of how everything kind of flows and whatnot. But I was belly aching and bitching and complaining about, hungering and desiring and wanting to play a sort of platformer, in the vein of like a Mega Man or a Metroid or a Castlevania, something like that. And it was recommended by a viewer to check this game out, and it just so happened to be a free game, and it kind of, with sort of universal praise across Steam. So, here we are. Pirates have attacked this sort of monster town, and we're being made by not Dr. Light TM to kind of combat that. But certainly there is a lot of Mega Man influence here, but I don't want to say it's just Mega Man. There's a lot to it as well. I think the patient zero of this game, the biggest influence, I would say would be Shovel Knight, to be completely honest. However, we can say Shovel Knight is, DuckTales, which is Mega Man, which is whatever, But, there's a lot of games kind of homaged in this one. Real quick, going through the controls here. Easy stuff. We're on a controller. Essentially, what you have is you have your directionals on your stick. As you do, you have your basic attack, you have your charge attack, and depending on what direction you kind of do your attack, you get a ground pound, that sort of thing. You can also have a dash that you can kind of pair with your punch. Actually, I don't think you can pair. I think it's only a dash punch, but you can use it to dash as well. You also have a sort of double jump or a sort of, that sort of flutter jump, I suppose. And in Shovel Knight form, there's all kinds of secrets in walls and such, which I think we just passed one there on the right, on that first, in the middle of that area. You can kind of tell with discoloration or other indication on the walls that they're breakable, and there's gems and nonsense and wild turkey inside. Yeah, you'll see a lot of that of just kind of going up the walls and just punching them. One thing to get kind of used to, however, is that not every enemy goes down by one hit, so you have to kind of see there you go, there's some secrets in some walls there. So distance encountering is a thing, not secret there as well. You can't just run into an enemy and then just start punching away, because they'll slash you back, and it doesn't take too many hits for you to die. You can certainly use, certain areas to your advantage and kind of just graze some attacks on them. Jesus Christ, what's wrong? What the fuck is wrong with us anyway? Yeah, but when it comes to this game in particular, I know it's the sort of oddball out on the channel. As we uncover a sort of secret witch character, I know this is kind of the oddball, series on the channel, but where I think maybe Mega Maker is kind of on the shelf for now. We can try this out. I'm not sure what the speed is that we can go through and defeat this game, but I guess that solely is dependent on you guys. If you guys like this stuff and share your enjoyment of it, we'll certainly play more of it. Ooh, another secret of sorts. A fairy. There's all kinds of unlockables from of course the your random sort of loot and treasure that you may find to fairies into unlockables, to even a such thing as like a gourmet gal, I think it is. Gourmet gal being like a special character that gives you like a bonus health container. So those are particularly useful. Our first sort of intro level boss, the sort of snake pirate woman. A very Mega Man-like boss, but also very Shovel Knight inspired as well. All kind of in the same sort of genre, I would say. You know, as soon as you learn the patterns, you can kind of exploit them and deal all kinds of damage. Just pound her brains into the dirt. And there we are, we find out that although she stole all the treasure, she was actually just a decoy. So it opens up this map. Here we discover all kinds of shadowy figures at hand here. Stage clear. And here's the sort of like, yeah, Monster Town, home base type of thing, but it's not necessarily home base because you do have a level that is pretty much your home, but this is sort of all kinds of, a town full of friendly characters that will offer help and suggestions and even items, that sort of thing. In the jail where our foes will be kept eventually. Got a maid costume. Yeah, as you guys know, I'm not one for voice work, so feel free to pause the video at any point to read the dialogue. Our record keeper there. Our Mr. Moneybags. It's going to kind of keep track of all the treasure we bring back and put in that money pit. And a good thing to remember is, you know, hidden secrets like another, like, captured fairy is going to be in sort of, you know, homeworld areas as well, or, you know, places that you know, not necessarily are hostile, you know? And if it does feel we're going a little quick through this, it is because I have explored this area a little bit before. I haven't played much after this, so you're gonna, you know, to be completely honest, you probably are going to see a slowdown once we hit new territory, that sort of thing. But it's going to be a lot of introduction here. It kind of tells you what everyone does, but you know, without the resources to kind of you know, finish their quests. You know, there's not really a whole lot to be done here. Alright, and so we have our skull and crossbone areas. We're going to sort of oil tanker level. Yeah, and this is sort of Dark Souls, you know, sort of inspiration, I suppose, where you do kind of want to duck and dodge your attacks, or not necessarily duck and dodge, but keep your distance. Little jumping puzzle here to get that unlockable. Easy stuff. And a good little note about this game is that, you know, unlike other like classic NES games, is that when you defeat an enemy that's right on the edge of the sort of screen, and he, like, you know, drops gold or what have you, you know, it stays on the next screen as well. You know, that's kind of a not the most surprising feature ever, but it's a good kind of you know, it's a good upgrade or evolution from what old games would do, which of course I'm sure was just to, you know, which was just limited to hardware specs or whatnot. Limitations. And you can tell by the seashells here in the wall that's where a lot of the secrets are going to be. It's also good to know that you don't take a lot of or any environmental damage while you're dashing as well. So not only will it get you from point A to point B, you know, it will you know, if it means, you know, sliding through some spikes, you can certainly do that as well. However, you know, if you end your movement in spikes, kind of like they taught us there, you're still going to take damage, of course. Sitting a little low on HP. And what is that, maybe 1 3/4? Couldn't quite say. Maybe 2/3? I don't know. Oh no, that was a half. And now we're down to half a health. That's not so good. Luckily, there's a checkpoint, so that, you know, if we had any worries about dying or anything, we took care of that, because we're just going to pretty much just die right where we are. Now, I know that looked pretty stupid, but I don't know, I had a suspicion that that was maybe like a secret little area. Well, that's just a stupid, that was just being stupid, but the first time I thought, like, hey, let's try it out. It could be a secret area, because, you know, it certainly kind of seems it, but, you know, where we were, like, so little in health, like, you know, what's really the shame? Some big, ugly plunger of some sort. Looks like that's going to unlock. Yeah, blast down those hills there. Those rocks. So it looks like you're going to find a few plungers throughout the game that's going to unlock secret areas. Sort of mini-boss. Kind of easy to kind of tell where it's going to be, you know, wherever you are on the map, you know, if it's going to spawn on the furthest most edge of the screen, and you can just dash and punch and kill it. Oh, and speak of the devil, here's the gourmet gal, right? Gourmet gal, yes. With some calamari of some sort, maybe? Octopus. Boom. Up to 5 health. And a full heal, so that's very helpful. And what's weird is, like, when I first played this, I didn't think that was like a secret route at all. I thought that was the main way to go, and it's like, oh shit, where else do we go? We made a dead end, but don't know where else to go. And it's like, oh, okay, I guess you just keep going down and come across it. There's a checkpoint there. And of course, you know, getting a real big Mario vibe from a lot of these enemies, including the squids down here. And it's kind of a little cheat move to keep dashing against the wall, dash punching against the wall. You can kind of cling to it and punch it as much as you want, see if you can find some secret areas. However, you know, they'll telegraph themselves like that there. But yeah, I like that last dashing room where felt very much Mega Man X. Getting the was it the Giga Attack? No, it was the Fire Uppercut. That's what it is in X2? I say not particularly sure. I think it's X2. I'm sure someone will correct me, but I think it was X2. Alright, second level boss here. Sort of evil mermaid. She does those quick sort of slash, you know, or slide attacks, and then but nothing she really does is too threatening. You can really just pound her. Yeah, and even get right in there and deal a lot of damage. But not that she's not dishing it out as well. Making this a close fight. There we go. All right, another level gone. Pretty close too. And of course, in Mega Man fashion, classic Mega Man fashion, you get the mermaid anchor. So now we have like a sort of up attack. We can jump up and throw an anchor above our heads and kill enemies that are kind of flying above us. Not the most handiest thing ever, but heck, you know, better than nothing, I suppose. And it looks like we got all the secrets in it as well. So certainly that's awesome. But that's going to wrap it up for this video. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment, and we'll come back and play some more later.